Have I forgiven myself? I am fully accepting that the choices that I made weren't from the knowledge and position that I have now.
Mm.
I was doing the best at the time with the knowledge and tools that I had available. As my knowledge has grown, as I engage with my tools, I have changed. And it doesn't take away from my responsibility for the impact of those decisions. So there's the balance.
That is true understanding. Like the way you've articulated it is
Mm.
what I've heard over and over again from people who have accepted and understood and moved past it because they realize I'm not that person anyway.
Mhm.
And I did the best I could at the time with what I had.
I did.
And that's forgiveness. Yeah. But
It's
even for people who've done you
oh,
wrong, they did their best at what they knew. That's where their level of consciousness was. They were doing the best with the knowledge and the learnings and the way they were raised and their experience that they could. They treated me like that because of that, and I forgive them. That's okay.
I think it's fundamentally important, especially if you're going to go on this exploration and talk to the people involved.
Yeah.
You know, there was a watershed moment speaking with my parents about how they, raised us. And I had to say, I love and respect you, and I'm so proud of what you did for us growing up.
Mm.
I know you did the best you could with what you had, and there were consequences to that.
Mm.
That impacted how I saw the world, how everyone saw the world, and be great if we can speak about that. And once you take away that blame and judgment, we just need the information.
Mm.
Right? If you can work with things and take the information as opposed to responding to the emotion,
Mm.
you will grow exponentially quicker.
I love that. So, as we come to the close of this conversation,
No danger. Is it over already?
it's like,
Oh,
dude,
wow.
it's been really beautiful, and I'm a big believer, like you said, about soul and spirit, and timing for me is everything. That this conversation happened in this way at this time, because identity for me is a massive thing right now. That I'm learning to understand more about myself, but also in others,
Yeah.
because I want to understand people. I'm working with people, and it's interesting. Me and Amit, my business partner, we worked with celebrities our whole life, and Amit made this shift quicker than me actually. He would say, me and Naroop work with celebrities, but it's normal people that are the most fascinating. And I used to hear it in the beginning. I'm like, do I think that? I think celebrities are pretty cool. I didn't say it. And then at one moment it clicked, actually. And it was when we started doing this. He's right. Real people are the most fascinating because you get to understand them. And we're helping people. We're not helping celebrities through what we're building, we're helping people, right? And identity is a massive thing. And I'll ask you, who are you now then? Like, how would you describe who is Clarke? Take away the titles, take away all that. Because I'm not saying you have the right answer, but I'm just intrigued. Like, how would you describe yourself to somebody? A man who's done a lot of work, been through a lot, been through more than most people could ever think about. How would you describe who am I?
Who am I?
Well, you don't have to if you don't know how to.
I don't. I'm not going to stray too far from the opening gambit. I am a father, a husband, a son, brother, and friend who is deliberately well. I turn up every day and I give what I've got with authenticity and respect.
Mm. And that work that you do to show up like that, it's daily work, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's daily work.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't. And this is one thing that I've realized. You can be in a beautiful place, but you got to make sure you keep that steering wheel straight. It's practices that keeps you there, right? Meditations, because I know what I need to keep myself straight is my checkpoints along the ways. Is a meditation. It's association. It's protecting my energy. Making sure certain people don't come into my life who can drain my energy.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to, this path that I'm going down, I want to stay straight because we're all flawed fundamentally. We have to be.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone can veer off again. And so to show up like you did, it's It's daily routines, right? Daily practices.
There are two things to that. Nobody's firing at 100% every day.
No.
It doesn't happen.
No.
And to be acceptant of that, it's been hard coming from elite sport.
Yeah.
110%, fail's not an option, all of that, bang, bang, bang. Where a personal best will never be good enough if it's 10 seconds slower than the person next to you. So to be your best isn't enough. But when we're talking about this in every single day, I will give what I've got, being cognizant of the fact that I have to look after myself. So if all I've got today is 70%, that's okay, because I'm going to preserve myself so that I can give all that I've got tomorrow. But it does mean that I have to fill my cup. Now, to be in this place of self-awareness and continue being able to give what I've got, you're 100% right. It's daily what I have to do with and for myself at certain times. Coming from that point of crisis, some people think that you develop your things in crisis and that's what you do for the rest of your life. It's not true. We evolve, we grow, our needs change. Look at my knee injury, right? That was an absolute physical crisis where I had to go into hospital, have an operation, take certain medications, and that was the point of crisis. Now, when I'm discharged from hospital and the care of the surgeon, I'm not match fit, Naroop. I can't just go in and play football. I'm just not injured anymore. So I have to go through a set of exercises to work on this knee, build the muscles around it, ensure that it's ready, build up my fitness and my wider body. That will take this exercise and period of time. It's not what I did in crisis, but it's building on making sure that's better to get match fit. That's when I can play in the first team because I'm match fit. Once I'm match fit, I don't do this stuff that I did in hospital. I don't do this stuff that I did in the middle. I'm doing maintenance. It might be a little bit of this. It might be one thing from back there, but it's maintenance that I do every day to stay match fit and be available for the game.
Love that.
That's what our health and well-being is. So what I did in crisis to stabilize myself, I had to change that when I was stable because I needed to get well. So in my wellness, I did my things from in crisis to get me stable, and I did different things from stable to get me well. And now I have my routines that maintain my wellness, and mine are quite similar to yours. I have to anchor myself every morning and every evening, but with that quiet time and reflection. I have to communicate any emotional spikes in the day with the right person in my counsel. And I have to make sure that I eat Nutella ice cream.
That's a non-negotiable.
It is. That's me. Non-negotiable.
Man, I really love this. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. We didn't go too deep when we had our Zoom call because I wanted to get to know you properly here. And I'm glad I did that because I've learned a lot from you, man. I really, really have. In terms of, we all have gone through stuff, but your journey is incredible because I love the reflection, looking back at it and understanding it, right? And through understanding it, accepting it, moving past it, acknowledging it, you can move forward and create this life that you've created now and the person you are now. And the big word for me in life is acceptance.
Yes.
So with the Dad Project, our acronym for Dad is dialogue. Talk about things, talk about how you feel, acceptance and awareness, right? Be accept who you are, but be aware of your patterns and the direction. We can help give direction to where you need to go, right? Because once you've had this, once you've spoken, once you've got awareness of where you are, then you can move forward in the direction you want to go through.
Yes, you can.
And I think this whole conversation beautifully articulates that. So thank you for your time, man. Thank you for coming here, and I appreciate it. And I look forward to what we can do in the future together through events and conversations and more work. And I really admire the work that you're doing as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Naroop. Bless you, my friend.
Thank you.